how to take attendance via a Google form. So the idea here is to create an easy way for you to collect the attendance of your students in your class. So if you make a form available to a student, then they're able to submit a response to that form. If you require the form to gather their email address, then they have to be logged in to do it. And so now they're basically, unless they're giving their password away to somebody else, you're pretty sure that it was that student who did it as well. And when they click submit on the form, it creates a timestamp. So you will end up with a Google Sheet that has the email address of the student and the time that they click submit on the form. And you can just keep using it every single day. So let me show you how this works. So I created a Google form here. Now I'll put this form in our distance learning classroom so you can make a copy of it. So you don't even have to make your own, although it's very, very simple. So there's a header part here, which basically gives a real simple description. There's only one question. And the question is, I am, and your only choice is here, right? So it is when they submit this form, it automatically, again, takes their email address and a timestamp. Okay, so let's look at how this works. So we're going to do a quick preview of the form. So I click preview, and this is what a student would see when they fill out the form. So they would just say, I am here. It tells them right now, it says my email address here, but obviously if it were the student would be logged in, it would use their email address. The student hits submit, and then it tells them your response has been recorded, submit another one if you want to. So let's go back to the form itself and take a look at what happened. Now you see you've got responses are 1. So if I go over here to the responses side, it shows you that somebody with this email did submit a response. And up here, this little icon is for a Google Sheet. So when I click that Google Sheet, the very first time, and I only have to do this once, but the very first time it says, do you want to create a new spreadsheet? And yes, that's what I want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and click create. And basically now it's taking the responses in the form and putting them onto a spreadsheet. And so at the moment, it's just the one, my name, that timestamp, I am here. Let's quickly, just to sort of prove the point, let's do this again. So let's go back into sort of the user or the student view, click I am here and submit again. Okay. And now if we go, you'll see there's a second response here. And again, if I open up that spreadsheet, now you see there's 2 responses, one sort of about exactly a minute after the one before it. Okay, so that's how it works. So I'm going to make available a copy of this form with no spreadsheet or anything attached to it. Once you get it to make your own copy, I'm going to put it in Classroom. You simply do make a copy, okay? And that will enable you to have your own copy of this form. Then, in order to pass this out to students, you can simply attach it to your Google Classroom as an assignment. And when you do that, you just leave that assignment at the very top. Then anytime a student accesses the form, it will run. I'm going to show you how that works. Okay, so now I am in a brand new Computer Science Principles 2021 Google Classroom. And I'm going to go into classwork and I'm going to create this attendance, this daily attendance. So it's going to be an assignment. And I'm going to call it daily attendance. Actually, and then I'm going to click add. And I'm going to go to Google Drive and find that daily attendance record. This one, I'm going to use this one called P1 attendance right here. Okay, so that's now attached. I'm going to come over here to points and make it ungraded. So that means it won't count on the grade book. It's got no due date. And for now, I'll just put no topic. And in instructions, I'll say, submit this attendance form every day. I can never spell attendance. Okay, so I'm going to hit assign. So now the form is assigned. And so when I'm a student and I come into the classroom, I can click daily attendance. I can click the form, and it will take me to the form view of this assignment. So that's all there is to it. Okay, so how do you get this form? Well, I have placed it into our distance learning classroom. So go ahead and click distance learning classroom, go to classwork, and right here in the primary tools, you'll see a section called using Google Form to take attendance. There it is right there. If you click on the form, that will bring it up. And then once you have it here, so it's originally going to show it to you in sort of the student view. You have to click the little pencil down here in the bottom right, and that will put you into the edit view. And then you click the three dots here and choose make a copy and give it a name and save it somewhere so that you can post it into your own classroom. I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, let me know and I can walk you through it. Great.